Hi, Dr. Gary Sanchez here at 4D Dentistry, and I want to talk to you today about something that we've been getting a lot of calls about. As you already know, the 4 Ds of 4D Dentistry stand for define, drive, deliver, and drip. Now, driving traffic to your site is critical to the success of your business and is part of the 4D system. But driving traffic organically takes time. It takes time to climb in the rankings so that you get noticed. The amount of time it takes depends on so many factors, such as where you live, how tech-savvy your competitors are, and how old their sites are. So we've been getting a lot of questions about how you can drive traffic using Google AdWords, or pay-per-click as it's often referred to. In this week's video, our internet expert Hubert Lee is going to show you what AdWord campaigns look like, as well as how you can see what your local competition is doing using AdWords. So take it away, Hubert.
Thanks, Gary. Hi, everybody. I've put together the following clip to explain what an AdWords campaign looks like. So take a look. If this is the first time you're looking at AdWords, don't worry about the complexity. Give us a call. We'll walk you through it with your own site and your own local competition. It'll all make sense. So have a look and then give me a call afterwards. Thanks. Hi, Hubert Lee here with 4D Dentistry. I specialize in traffic acquisition and search engine optimization, as well as AdWords management. And so I just wanted to give you a little bit of a small tutorial here about some of the best practices and finer points about using Google AdWords to increase visits to your dental website. So I thought I'd take a look at some of the dentists in my local area and kind of give you a sense as to how we would kind of reverse engineer and decompose their AdWord programs. So let me start off by showing you a search for a local dentist. There's a town close by to me, Smithtown. So I'll just do a search of dentist Smithtown. Excuse my misspelling. And we're looking at the search results on Google. And as you no doubt know, there are several regions in this SERPs. That's the search engine results pages. On each page of the rankings, you'll find different regions. This top region here, these first 3 results in this faint yellow box, these are actually placed here from the Google AdWords program. So you can actually buy placements in this spot, as well as this right-hand column here. These are also AdWords ads. Now the center column here in the page, these are the organic ads, and they're, depending on the region, they're a mix between regular organic results, such as this first one, or these Google Place type results in this panel here, and that's on a town-by-town basis. Oftentimes, the organic listings below here can be difficult for a new site to rank well in, and so one of the strategies that we employ is to use Google AdWord programs to get you on page 1 of Google while you're ranking, while your search engine optimization program is starting to get you ranking organically. We'll actually suggest that you take out some Google AdWord campaigns to help you out in the meantime. So let's take a look and see what's going on actually in this Smithtown area. This first ad here, Dentist Smithtown, SmithtownDentalLI.com, is advertising and showing up in the first spot listing. So we're going to do a little bit of research and kind of x-ray, if you will, what's going on with that listing. So I have access to some tools that you're welcome to call us up, and we'll run these, we'll access them on your behalf and run this same sort of analysis for your local area. I just wanted to give you an idea as to what we do. Let me go to, my AdWords account, and we'll use it to run an analysis on that. We were looking at the area of Smithtown, New York. And so let me run the keyword study for dentist Smithtown. Dentist Smithtown. This is a tool from my Google AdWords account that tells you what's going on with that keyword phrase, Dentist Smithtown. Google tells you that the competition is high, meaning that there are other dentists advertising for this same keyword, Dentist Smithtown. It has local searches of 36 searches a month of people using the Google search engine to use that same exact phrase, Dentist Smithtown. And the approximate cost per click is $6.60. The way the Google AdWords program works, there's no charge for the listing. It's when a potential visitor finds your listing and is interested and clicks through and goes to your website that Google charges you this amount, $6.60. Now this is an approximate cost per click, but it's a good indication. If we were to reverse this keyword phrase, Dentist Smithtown, and also purchase Smithtown Dentist, so Dentist Smithtown and Smithtown Dentist, Smithtown Dentist shows that they have 110 local monthly searches for that phrase. So this kind of screen tells you on a scientific way that Smithtown Dentist is searched for, probably 3 times more than this order, Dentist Smithtown. 110 local monthly searches for Smithtown Dentist, and that one's roughly the same price, $6.01 cost per click. So if you wanted to start out with the core keywords of Dentist Smithtown and Smithtown Dentist, you could get a total of about 150 searches or so. Of course, you can do additional modifiers such as Dentist Smithtown, New York, for $4.95 and so forth. So what we would do for you, you'd give us your local geography, and we'd run this sort of screen just to kind of take an inside look at the amount of searches that are going on in that local area and the cost per click that Google charges you to get on top of the rankings. Now, let's just go back a moment to take a look at those results again, and just to point a couple of things out. Now we're back here. The idea of the placements within these ad areas. Okay? The way AdWords works is you bid a certain price, click-through price, for placement in these listings. So the more you bid, the more likely you are of ranking up higher. There are several other factors in the algorithm. It's not just whoever pays the highest gets on top, but it's whoever Google takes a look at the site, and whichever site shows a great user experience, and that's why some of the elements that we put on your site are so important. Things like video and so forth. It really engages the user, and Google is able to tell when that occurs, and so it rewards you for that. So part of the strategy that we use is to make the site so compelling that there's a high click-through rate and a stick rate on that page, so that you can appear higher up in the AdWords rankings without needing to pay the highest. One more thing I want to show you is this one right here, SmithtownDentalLI.com. There's a way for us to kind of x-ray what's going on in the world of pay-per-click advertising for specifically that domain. So let's take a look at SmithtownDentalLI.com in a tool that I have. Let me bring that page up. And again, I invite you to contact us, and we'll run a similar screen for you against your competition. SmithtownDentalLI.com. Let's do a search. This tool actually can take a look and show you exactly what their campaigns are doing and what they're composed of. So if you recall, it's SmithtownDentalLI.com, and this tool is showing me that there were 5 ads that were run with varying degrees of success. Okay, so let's take a look at some ads that were run that were only seen a short number of days. So the days seen column, here's one that was only seen 1 day, only 7 days. Okay, and so let's take a look at maybe what some of the reasons why these campaigns were stopped by that particular dental office. This column here, the keyword, is what they were bidding on in Google AdWords program. So Stony Brook Dental Clinic probably did not get a good result for them, nor the Dentist Long Island. Those probably too broad. So they stopped advertising on those. The ones to pay attention for are the ones where they're running them for lengthier periods. 110 days for Dentist Smithtown, New York for this ad, with Dentist Smithtown, New York as the primary text. Also, this one here looks like it was run in conjunction with its similar type of ad, but with their URL in it as well. This one here was seen 68 days, targeting Smithtown Dentist. So you can kind of take a look at your competition and kind of see what they're doing. Let me illustrate this further, and we'll do a similar search for another town that's close by to me. So let me just go back to Google, and we'll do dentist Port Jefferson. Again, it's another town close by to me in New York. And so again, now you'll notice that the layout is a little different. In the Port Jefferson area, it's giving more prominence to the Google Places listings, with the organic listings starting here. And again, it's the same layout. On the right-hand column here are paid Google AdWord placements, as well as this top panel here. Let's take a look and x-ray this guy, Dr. Kenneth Gerber, www.drgerbercosmetic.com. And again, we'll take a look at the site Dentist Port Jefferson in the Google AdWords tool. We want to search on that. And you'll see here, Dentist Port Jefferson runs about 22 monthly searches. That is, there are 22 people searching Google for this phrase, Dentist Port Jefferson, per month. And if you were to target it, the cost per click would be $7.82. That is, each time somebody in Google searches for this phrase, Dentist Port Jefferson, and clicks through on your paid ad, you would pay Google $7.82 for that visitor. Now, Dr. Gerber probably looked at this in conjunction with whoever's helping him run his campaign and said, well, that's probably nicely targeted traffic, however, there's only 22 searches, so let's try to broaden that. And let me show you back to this tool here, drgerbercosmetic.com I ran, and we'll see his ads and take a look at what's going on. So here we are. Again, I'm going to discount these ads that was seen only for a day, okay? Because I want to take advantage of what's working for Dr. Gerber. So if I'm a competitor of Dr. Gerber, I'm using my tools here to kind of x-ray his campaigns and kind of let him do the study for me and just kind of see what works in this local market. I see that there's a campaign that he's been running for 318 days. Whenever you see something like that, where he's running something, almost a whole year, you really have to pay attention because he's probably onto something that's working well. The keyword here is New York Sedation Dentistry, and he's got a page built, drgerbercosmetic.com/sedation.htm, that actually specifically targets that. Here's the ad itself. Afraid of the dentist? Port Jeff Station Cosmetic Dentist does dentistry while you dream. That's pretty neat. So let's take a look and see what kind of cost he's paying for that. We'll go back to Dentist Port Jefferson. Again, this was his ad here, and let's go back to the tool. I'm sorry, let's see, where is that? AdWords. Okay, here we go. Now remember, what I want to look at is this campaign here, Afraid of the Dentist, with the keyword New York Sedation Dentistry. And because he's been advertising now 318 consecutive days, I want to see what's going on with New York Sedation Dentistry. And again, that's him here. So New York Sedation Dentistry. Here we go. Let me go back here and say New York sedation dentistry. And run that search and take a look. Here we have the phrase New York sedation dentistry. Competition is high with 73 monthly searches. Okay, and now the cost per click of that particular keyword, New York sedation dentistry, is $17.69. Okay, and so given that, let's kind of relook at what's going on with Dr. Gerber's campaign here. For 318 days, he's been running a campaign against the phrase New York sedation dentistry, which, as we saw, every time somebody clicks on it, which would cost him $17.69, and there are 73 local searches. So out of those 73 people, he's hoping to target them with a click of that to his page here that's optimized towards pitching somebody on sedation dentistry.
My name is Dr. Kenneth Gerber. Do you want to eliminate all fear?
Okay, so what I would say about that, I'd have to look at this further, but what's going on is that I'd make the assumption that it's working well for him, otherwise he wouldn't keep doing it. Okay, he's been running this 318 days. Yes, it's a high cost at $17 per click, but something must be going right for him with that campaign for him to be running it so long. And so what I encourage you to do is contact us. We'll take a look at your local markets. We'll try to identify, through looking at our tools and x-raying your competition, little areas that are working for your competitors, and we can make suggestions as to how you can take advantage of that too. When you're contemplating investing resources into advertising through Google, there's really no sense in starting from ground zero and spending 318 days of your own time and money trying to figure out what works. Let's use the tools at our disposal. We'll help you analyze your local market in terms of the Google AdWords, kind of take a peek and x-ray some of your competitors' sites to try to see what's going on. Give us a call. We'd be happy to lead you through it. And we'll learn more about your local market. You'll learn more about your competitors, and I think you'll enjoy working with us. So give us a call. Thank you. This is Hubert Lee for 4D Dentistry.